This is the origin of war stories. What do we learn in a war story? What's the point of a war story?
That
I mean,
depends on I think the era.
okay, well, if you want to
Go
mention
for it.
something about that, I think
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. But I think like there's something fundamental about war, which is life and death is on the line. I
Yeah.
think that's the fundamental going on. And that's a big part of this book.
What's this? Why do we
So,
give Achilles a
so,
break?
so Achilles is in a position that's very unlike any other person in the
Unlike
world.
Hector's position.
Unlike Hector. So Hector is a normal person who has this, I might die, I might not die. That's how every
Mm.
human is. Like Achilles knows he's gonna die. He will definitely die if he stays there. And the thing that I love the most about this is I truly believe from the literature I've read and studied about that this is the first time in the history of the world when a character stands up and says, "No, I want to live. It's my life." And he says, "For nothing as I now see it equals the value of life, of my life, the wealth, the wife, for me." And he says this and early on. There's a famous quote where he says, "And no Trojan ever did anything wrong to me." And it's like it's a me thing. And it's really to me the beginnings, initial spark of the West and the individuality that I think is a characteristic of the West. Is it fully fleshed out? Of course not. But
Hmm.
it's just a little
Yeah.
inkling of like he starts to think, look, I'm fighting, I'm the best of these guys, I'm the reason they're winning. And they're just arbitrarily and that's the thing, it's arbitrary taking away of my whole purpose. Because here's the thing, the last thing I'll say on this is the 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 omen he has, the prophecy about his death
Yeah.
is that it's this idea of the Greek term of, I think it's kleos and timai, which means glory and honor. Like what people will say about you after you're dead. How that culture represented that, and this is important to understanding the course, is the stuff you get when you conquer something. Who gets the most stuff? The one
Yeah.
with the most glory. So when you're in that situation, in that culture, and then all of a sudden you learn he can just take away whatever he wants. That's like, well, I'm going to die for this thing, which is glory, and they're just going to be able to take it away. So I'm not going to do that. So I have a lot more sympathy for Achilles in that sense. And he does in the embassy scene when Ajax talks to him and says, "What about these soldiers?" He's like, that's when he says, "Okay, you know what? If they come to the ships, they come to the black ships, I will get involved." So he says that at that point.